This is day 272 of Zohar Pshat, and we are on Daf Lama Beis in the Zohar. We're talking about the Kufei the Chivya Ravavar, which is in the fourth line down. And the Derech Emes says, Bizgalus Nachash HaGadol, with the revelation of the great snake. Now, Kufei, we said, is the beatings, the makos of the. So this is its revelation is not a good one. Its revelation is one which is negative. It beats us. But Shunach Shakanmoni, it's the ancient Nachash, which is, of course, the Zohar, the Satan, in Kochesa, which is Powers Nikroim, which are called Bichlal Klipos Chitzonios, included in the outer Klipos, but also Miskalfin, when they're revealed and peeled off, the Stag Me'al Ligvul Kedusha, to go up, to be removed beyond the barrier of Kedusha. In other words, you go over, be above, like they jump out from behind the fence or something like that. And they go down underneath the holes of the earth. 1,500 amos, where they dwell. Not get mixed up with Kedusha. They go out down to the great depths. And the great light begins to illuminate in the world. One time I saw the flame was in the coal, the was dark. It's finding enough after the flame came out, and it surrounded the coal. The world became illuminated. Now, of course, there are profound secrets here which are beyond our capacity to understand, but we're doing Zohar Pshat. So Pshat, what's going on here is that the Ra had to be created, part of the Tzimtzum, obviously, but the Ra could not be in charge. Then the world would be a very wicked place, a very negative place. But the Ra has to be there. So how is the world, in its process of creation, going to be created? There has to be a possibility of evil. That's the Chivya Rabbah. And its revelation is the negative one. That's why it's Bekufei the Chivya Rabbah, right? The makos, the makot of the Chivya Rabbah, of the great snake. Machu v'alu, they beat down, and they went, since alu means they went in. Tchos nukvei, underneath the holes of the afra. In other words, the evil of the Nachash is held down by the offer. What does offer do? Offer is atzlus. It's laziness. It's inaction. And were the Yetzer Hara, the Chivya Rabbah, to be completely operative, we'd be in very big trouble. But people are lazy. The offer holds, the Yesod offer holds the Nachash in place way down deep. And it only comes up from time to time. It goes down 1,500 Amma. It goes down 1,500 Amos. And obviously the Chamesh Amma is like the Yud K on top. The Yud K above K, there's a Yud K below, right? Just like the Yud K is what hovers above us, which is good. There's the Yud K below, which hovers below us, which is bad. But it's just like the Yud K above us is very high up, and it's not so easy to make the Vav Achibur naked down. It's the Yud K below us is also pretty far down, and so the offer holds it in place that it doesn't attack us and destroy us. The B'sar Tema Rabbah, and it's underneath, not just under the offer, but also the great depths. Have a sali b'chashecha. It's in darkness. It's removed darkness. And darkness envelops it completely. Now, that darkness doesn't just envelop us. When at the time of the Tzimtzum, doesn't just envelop the Nachash. The darkness enveloped the entire world. That was the idea of Tzimtzum, that there's darkness. As a result of the potential for bad things to happen, even with it being restrained, there's darkness in the world, right? So until, like I said in the Derech Emes, until the light comes out. And it bursts forth in the darkness. Nothing goes out east and causes illumination. Pasuk in Eov. He reveals the depths out of the darkness. Or Tzalmovus, it goes out to make light in the place of Tzalmovus in the shadow of death. So that's just funny to assume the Shalhevis comes out of Gachelas, that the light comes out in order to make that light, and like it's kind of the muscle that Rizal when he talks about Tzimtzum being the Chalal, the empty space, and then there's the Kav, the line of light, which comes down to illuminate that space. So there, here too, the idea is that there was this tremendous darkness, which had to do with the creation of the snake and the Koichos of Tumah, and then there's a darkness has to be illuminated by this light coming out. My isklu betikla, and the water is also weighed and in its own weight. Now the water here is the antidote to the chivyot and the chashoicha and to the afra, and it also el chamesh ma'ah. It's 1,500 be'etzbon in fingers. Now I don't know. Etzbon is literal, and beforehand also the shloah changes before the amo to etzbah. Or else he takes out this whole section here, parts of it. Not sure exactly what the shloah wants, but I think the point is that the water, which is here in the reservoirs, in the places where it's stockpiled, which is the shefa, which is here, and it's going to, as we said before, we're going to say again, it's frozen. It corresponds to being on high. It's able to fix that was below, and just to be unlocked and used the right way. So that light became embedded in the waters which are in the depths down here below. At last the people go tilga. The people go tikla. There was three things which are thus weighed in the darkness. I'm not sure how we get to three, because it looks like there are two: the water and the before we had we had the darkness and we have the water. So I'm not sure we get to tlas. I don't understand. We get to three. It really seems like two, because it's because it goes divide in half. Tlas the people go tikla. Pligo palgo minayel kuma. Half it is to sustain. Palgo the half goes down. So I understand. There's a 1,500 amas below, or exposed below where the chivya rabbas and darkness is, underneath the offer, and then there's the 1,500 of the water which we're talking about, which the Maya Isku Batikla. So I don't know how we got to three. Could be there's the water, the darkness, and the interaction between them. These go up and these go down. So came a slika, the yada, and once they the way the way Sulam says it, there's three parts in the hand. 1, 2, 3. So I guess that there's these two parts, the upper arm and lower arm, come out to be used in the hand. But I'm not sure exactly how that works. But as he says, there came slika the yada. Once they're in the hand properly, koim tikla barach mishar. Then it's the weight is in a proper balance and literally in a straight path. Not to the it doesn't go to the right, to the left. So I guess in some way maybe the balancing is the third aspect. There's the darkness, the or, and then there's a balance in between the two. Okay, I think that's enough for today.